Why is confidence overrated? So, this is a controversial one, right? So, a lot of people think that becoming confident is the goal. Yes, it's an important part of leadership. Yes, you need to feel confident in what you do and who you are and all this kind of stuff. But it's not the goal. The reason it's overrated is because the goal is actually quiet certainty. So the leaders that I work with, for the most part, are pretty confident already. If you're not, this is still super relevant for you. And all the stuff that I talk about in the book, Promotion Isn't the Point, is built layer by layer. But the true goal is quiet certainty. So this is the name that I give to the place beyond confidence. Quiet certainty, because leaders who truly know themselves and accept themselves, who have honed and mastered their craft, who have honed and mastered themselves, and who have created systems so that even on a bad day, they still show up as the person that they want to be, as the leader that they want to be. They are in a place of quiet certainty, which means they don't have to be the loudest person in the room. They don't have to shout about who they are. They don't get defensive. They're unshakable by trolls or people that say this, that, and the other. That is why confidence is overrated. Done that one. Oh, this is a good one. What does your own pursuit of mastery look like? So we're all on a journey together, right? So at the moment, my real kind of pursuit of mastery is actually something that is guided by one of my 5 faith principles, which we'll come on to as some of these questions discover. So one of my 5 faith principles, I was introduced to the concept by Kate Hunter, who is an amazing executive and leadership coach who I had the real privilege of working with back in 2020. She introduced me to this phrase, how good can it get? And obviously it's a phrase that we've all heard before. But it's really, really stuck with me because the point is, how good can life get? How good can I get? What is possible when you believe and you have faith in the fact that anything could be possible? We all spend our lives feeling really negative, right? About, what may or may not be possible in our lives, or like awfulizing the worst potential part of, what might happen if we do something. Well, what about the other side of it? Why can't we then indulge just how good it can get? So that's my kind of guiding principle at the moment. And from that point of view, my own pursuit of mastery a lot at the moment is around my health. So I'm being far more conscious and intentional with what I'm eating, how I'm working out. Since the beginning of the year, I totally transformed how I work out. So less cardio, far more weights, all this sort of stuff. I mean, they can't see any muscle there at all, and apart from this wobble, but it's a lot less wobbly and a lot more muscly than it used to be. Trust me, it was a low bar that we moved from. And then the other pursuit of mastery is all of the stuff that I teach, right? Identity being the biggest one. So at the moment, you'll see this, my phone screensaver is the next level version of me with an award-winning book and, having helped lots of people to actually step into great leadership, and therefore building a successful, sustainable business that also supports and sustains the people around it and creates truly great leaders that are not driven by their ego. They are driven by the pursuit of something better, the pursuit of mastery. This is a good one. What would you tell your younger self about leadership? So this is really interesting, actually. What would I tell my younger self? So, the thing that I think I would actually tell myself is kind of have faith that you're exactly where you're supposed to be. Again, another one of my 5 faith principles is you are exactly where you're supposed to be. And when we lean into that, it kind of it takes us from victim to kind of co-creator. So instead of being a victim of, all the stuff that happened previously in my work, which, broke me at one point, I could have chosen to just kind of get stuck in that place. But instead, I leant into it and was like, okay, what might this mean? Where does this go? So I would tell my younger self to just lean into exactly where I'm supposed to be. and go with it, because it was through that journey that I learned about leadership. And everything that happened on that journey enabled me to become a great leader. And actually we're all still on this journey, right? I have so far to go, so much to learn, and what I'm doing is kind of sharing as I go, and helping people build on what that looks like.